Hello. Welcome back. We are talking about things to avoid and what you want to kind of make adjustments, should we say, when you have a prolapse through some things that you are probably doing through your daily life. So first one up is coughing. Coughing. So rather than, when you got a cough, you got a cough. We know this. But what can you do to make things less
pushy?
That's a good word.
So basically, when you are coughing, you can put a lot of pressure into your abdominal cavity, and it's a test that we do when we see our clients, that we get them to lie down on their back and we get them to cough, and we have a little feel above and below their belly button, and we see how much pressure they put down into their abdominal cavity when they cough. And most women will, I'm going to kneel up. So
okay, you kneel
see.
Up. Kneel up.
Most women will, if you cough and then cough and you'll find there's more pressure here. So you're pushing down when you cough. And where's your prolapse? In your pelvic cavity. So the organs that are prone to prolapsing are all stored kind of around here, and you're pushing down on them. So every time you cough, you're going to put more pressure on your prolapse and also on your probably weaker pelvic floor.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you can do when you cough, and it's okay, it's not very good if it's a cold and you don't want to spread your germs, but you've got to weigh this up. If you're in a room and there's no one else there, you've got no one to protect from your gurmies, if you place your hands on your thighs, and when you cough, I'm not going to cough over Lizzie.
Thanks, I was just thinking that.
I do love her, you see. Hands on your thighs, and instead of where you would normally properly cough like this, and put loads of pressure,
there,
try sit up tall, hands on your thighs, or stand up tall. Oh God.
That was raspy.
Did you see the difference? So instead of like being here, I'm coming out here. Okay, so that's something, just a little thing you can do.
I was just gonna say to your abdominals, rather than coming out and pushing out forwards like Sarah was demonstrating, it was making like a round. I don't know if you could see it, but it's making like a round shape through her tummy. When she coughed with sitting up tall, it was the abdominals were holding it in place better. There's less pressure going down, less weakness being pushed, so weakness being made by the pushing through into the cavity. So I just wasn't sure if they could see it.
I just wanted to feel my tummy.
I just wanted to feel your tummy. She's got a good tummy.
So that's coughing.
Next up,
when
you are on the toilet.
When you're on the toilet.
When you're on the toilet having a number 2,
yes,
it's all about positioning. This is going to sound so weird, but when you're on the toilet, I mean, a lot of ladies with prolapse also do suffer with constipation. So it is a sensitive subject, this one anyway, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So it's come to that time and you need to go to the toilet, so you're there. You want to be sort of almost making a crouchy sort of position on the toilet. I know it sounds really weird, but bear with us. Because you want your legs up a little bit. So if you can get a stool underneath your feet whilst you're sitting on the toilet, I'm going to have to do it, aren't I?
You're going to have to do it.
To kind of create
like a squat, like a bindi
it's
squat.
It's like a bindi squat, yeah. To get the angle right, and it helps things move naturally. And that's something that you want to be aware of, because you don't want to be sitting on the toilet straining away, because
so just keep thinking, do bears in the woods, and how do bears in the woods? And that's how, and I've never known a constipated bear.
This is true. I have to think about these things.
So the other thing you can do, if you know that you are a little bit constipated, is when you're sitting on the toilet, don't stress about it.
No.
Lots of really deep breathing, because if you've got your feet up in that position and you're doing some really nice deep diaphragmatic breath, almost like gravity takes over, and things have got all tight and tense because you're really worried about it, things relax and things can move a little bit more naturally.
Yeah, so those are probably, have we got any more?
The only other one is lifting, so that
lifting,
one is
yeah.
a really difficult one, and we did touch on it a little bit with the rectus diastasis videos. When you lift something, you want to really be square to whatever you are lifting, so don't come in at stuff at an angle so that you're loading one leg more than the other. Feet hip distance apart, and you've got to think about, it's all about pushing down. So if that thing that you are about to pick up, you know, is going to cause you to really have to strain and push down to pick it up, don't pick it up. And I know it's not easy when you're on your own and you need to pick something up. I know it's not easy, but is there an option where, say it's a bag of potatoes, is there an option where you could split the bag and only pick up half of the potatoes? Or is there someone coming around in a couple of hours who could lift it for you? You know, try and think of ways that you can change how you work on that particular thing. So I want to lift that up. I know if I lift it up, I'm going to push down, so I'm going to do it a different way. I know I saw a video with a mum with a toddler, and her way of getting the toddler to be picked up was they would go 1, 2, 3, and the toddler would jump.
Brilliant.
So it became a little bit of a game,
Yeah.
and the toddler jumped up, but it meant that she wasn't doing a dead
Whole full-on weight.
heavy weight, a dead weight from the floor. So it was like 1, 2, 3, jump up. So that's another way.
Excellent. We hope that's helped, and we shall see you on the next video.
Bye.